Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lea and I really like to knit. And today's video will be quite fun. I hope. I'm having fun at the moment, so why not continuing it through the video? We're knitting some socks again. Some colorwork socks to be precise. Oh, you'll see a little teaser over here. So, a little backstory before I show you the project and the yarn and the needle and the current state of my project. If you've watched my Celine cardigan video until the end, I talked a bit about the birthday gift from my mom. She got me some yarn from Norway and I really want to use some of it for a sock project. We are doing the little checks socks by Summer Lee Designs. Why exactly this pattern, you may ask? Well, I stumbled upon her little knitting vlogs a few months ago and I really like them. She has become maybe my favorite knitting related YouTuber and her designs are quite cool. So I got a few of them. I have 3, I think. The little checks, little dots and little boxes, I think. And I have my eye on a few other. But we're doing the little checks socks today. Let me show you the yarn. I really wanted to use Sandnes Garn Sisu. This is 80% wool and 20% nylon. So the perfect sock yarn. We have this dark green and the color I like the best is this one. This is also Sandnes Garn Sisu in this sage color, I think. And the one you see over here, this is just white. Funny enough, I have only 2 balls of this yarn. You think, oh, this is definitely enough. But I also wanted to make another plain white pair of socks. And yeah, it doesn't matter. I looked up online where I can get this yarn. There's a store a few minutes away from where I live, so it's all good. And if I'm honest, I would be excited to visit the store, so I have a good reason to go there. Yeah, so I have 3 balls of yarn. And what else? I'm using 2.5mm needles and I'm knitting size medium. Today is Monday and I already started this project on Friday and knitted a bit on the weekend. So I have already quite a bit of progress. Let me show you. Are you ready? It looks quite cool, so try not to get too excited. Ta-da! Amazing, right? My tension is not the best, I would say, but it fits and it's not too tight. And maybe blocking will do its best. The last rounds that I did, I tried to knit very loose, looser than I ever knitted before. Maybe this will make it better, we'll see. But like I said, it fits. And the thing I'm most excited about this pattern is the heel. This is where my heel will be. This is currently on some waist yarn and I'll do a, I think, peasant heel is the name for it. I'm currently doing the leg and when I'm done with the sock, I'll remove the waist yarn, pick up the stitches with my needles and then do the heel. I think there's also the name Afterthought heel. I never did one before, so this is really exciting and fun. It's a bit complicated to have 3 working strands of yarn, but until now I managed it quite well. Here and there I had to detangle a few strands, but nothing to worry about. I'll go back to knitting now or later, we'll see. And yeah. The first clips that I'll show you after I'm done talking will be the, I think, casting on and knitting until this moment. Don't get confused why I show you my progress from this part. Just a heads up. I'll see you when I have a bit more to show you. very hot again today. I hope I'll survive. Yesterday I wondered how I should try these on with there being no heel, and just a few seconds ago I realized I can just try them on and put the yellow line where the foot portion of the sock would begin, and the leg portion is too long. So I'm gonna unravel this last section here and start the toe here. That's a bit of a shame, but it's alright. So yeah, I get myself some ice cream now. Okay, this was quite the easy fix. I now have 1, 2, 3 pattern repeats on the leg portion, and I have 1, 2, 3 also 3 pattern repeats on the leg portion. So now I can start with the toe section. I chose white for the ribbing. I also thought about making the heel in maybe the sage color and making the toe section maybe in the dark green. Maybe this is fun, but I think I'll just stick with white. Can't decide. White would be really nice. Yes, I'm doing white. I'm doing white. I decided. End of discussion. So let's do that. 32 degrees. Oh yeah. But on another note, I picked up these stitches for the heel. Oh, this is the first time I'm holding the camera with my hand. Okay, this is better. So I picked up my 32 stitches plus 2 extra stitches on both sides. So I have on both needles 34 stitches. So Summer Lee has a little YouTube tutorial where she shows you how to pick up the stitches. I just watched that and picked up the right strand on every stitch. And now I can remove the waistline and do the peasant heel. It's just 3 rounds. I have to repeat until I have 26 stitches left, and then I'm just doing the Kitchener stitch. Oh. So this should be quite easy. I have this idea in mind. This could potentially become my favorite heel method, but we'll see about that. In half an hour I can go outside on the balcony, because then the sun is behind the house and I'm not gonna get cooked by the sun. I hope it's better outside. Maybe there's some wind. So send thoughts and prayers that I'm gonna survive this day. Tomorrow will be even hotter, but that's a problem for future, Leah. And back to heel knitting. Yippee. I'm a bit devastated at the moment because I really don't like the first sock. I mean, look at it. I knitted it way too loose. It's way too... What is this? The first pattern repeat I did has the right tension, but after that it's just too loose. I really thought that with color work you should knit as loosely as possible, and I did that especially for the leg portion, but nope, that's not it. So I have to do that again. I already casted the other sock on, which will now become the first sock. I'm currently doing the ribbing for that. I like the dark green heel, so I'll keep that. Maybe I do the toe section in the sage color. Yeah, why not? Oh, I'm sad. So I won't be knitting anymore today. And for the rest of the evening I want to read. At the moment I'm reading 3 books. 1 audiobook, which is Someone Knows. So far it's really good. It's a thriller, I think. For the second book I'm reading is The Defense by Steve Kavanagh, I think, that I really enjoyed so far. I really want to read this. And the other book I'm reading is with my book club. The book is called The Couple at Number 9, and that I don't like as much as the other two, but I will finish it. It's not that bad, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I should. It's just a bit boring, nothing really happens. We are currently, I think, around 40% in. This is a very big tragedy. This is so sad. I learned from my mistake. Oh, and these are my new sock blockers, which, oh my god. This is so sad. Yeah, I go inside now. I'm done. I'm done for today. Thank you very much for listening me rambling about my knitting tension. I just finished a little workout and weaved in the last few ends that I have. And the first sock is finished. It looks very sad like that. There we have it. And I decided to use all three colors for the toe, the heel, and the ribbing at the start. And I'm glad I did that. I think it looks really nice. So I now block this thing and immediately start with the second sock. Hi! I finished the second sock this morning. I worked very hard through the last few weeks and I'm done. I'm finished. They came out way better than my first attempt. I have to unravel my first attempt because I want to use the yarn for something else. I don't know what yet, but we'll see about that. I have this much left from the sage green yarn, so all in all I got 3 colorwork socks out of it. And before I block the last sock and show you the final results from both of them, I wanted to brainstorm a bit with you because I'm going on vacation in a few days and I'll be driving to the Harz, which is kind of a highland area here in Germany, and I'll do some camping and hiking over there, and I'm really excited about that. And of course I have to bring a knitting project with me, and I don't know what yet. Of course, the first project that comes to mind is some kind of sock project. It's small, it's easy, and it's perfect for vacation. When I went to the Black Forest last year, I had a sock project with me and it was perfect. But I just finished one and I'm done with socks at the moment, so I won't be doing socks in the Harz. But what else could I potentially do? For what smaller projects do I have the yarn and the pattern for? And I've thought the last few days a bit about it, and the first project that I have in mind is the Oslo hat that I want to make with this beautiful, I think, Sandnesgarn Sunday yarn in some kind of maroon color with mohair. That is an idea. Or, which is probably not the best idea, but I'm feeling it maybe the most, is the Moby sweater by Petite Knit. Why the Moby sweater? Well, I really like what I call vibe knitting. It's not really a term, I think. I like to call it vibe knitting. It's just I have my stash full of yarn and I know exactly which project I want to make with each yarn. But it's not that I have a queue when I finished this sock, now I do this sock, then I do this sweater, then I do that. I don't like that. When I'm doing one project, I like to keep in mind what I could potentially do next, what I'm feeling. And this time it's the Moby sweater, I think. So we'll be doing that. I have a few more days to really think it through and maybe prepare for it, make the gauge swatch, look at the pattern. And I really hope I don't regret it, but I'm really feeling it. I'm feeling cables. And when I'm done with the sweater, I'll never knit cables for the rest of the year. I can tell you that. That was something I wanted to talk about, maybe get some clarity from it. I'll browse my Ravelry library for a third or fourth time and have a look at all my patterns and look at my stash, and maybe I have another idea. Long story short, I potentially do the Moby sweater, which will then become another vlog. So I hope you'll be excited about that, if I'm doing that. We'll see. But this is a sock knitting video. I'll block the second sock that I just finished in maybe an hour, because in 10 minutes I'll be playing some Fortnite. Yes, I like Fortnite. I'm playing Fortnite for 2 years now. I'm a 30-year-old woman and I like to play Fortnite with some friends. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I play with a small group of friends every now and then, every other day actually, and we're playing in 10 minutes. So I'll get myself a coffee and hop on Fortnite. The things I say on the internet. Amazing. Both socks are finished, so let me show you the end results. I thought a bit about how I could do a reveal for this sock project, but I really don't want to show my feet on the internet. No, we're not doing that. I bought some new sock blockers, if that's the term for it, so I'll show you the socks on them. Are you ready for it? I sure am. Cute, right? They came out so much better than my very sad first attempt, which I knitted way too loose. This is night and day. I really wanted to just copy my first attempt, which is way too loose. Up here you can see that. And it has 3 pattern repeats on the leg and 3 pattern repeats on the foot. And I don't know why, but for the sock I did 4. But it's alright. It's maybe a bit, if I'm honest, it's maybe a bit too long for my liking. And the sock definitely fits, so I'm happy about that. I'm really glad that I decided to make the ribbing, the heel and the toe in different colors. I think this looks really cute, interesting, and I also really like to do the peasant heel. That was something new for me. I definitely want to make my next pair of socks with the peasant heel again, but before I do that I have to do a bit more research on it, because I really had problems with holes. I just struggled a bit. I've watched Summer Lee's YouTube video about it and thought I got it. Then for the second sock I read the pattern with the peasant heel section and thought I got it, but they are not perfect. They work, they don't have holes, but I could have done a way better job, I think. So this will definitely be a thing for the future. I'm happy about my new pair of socks, and I'm done with sock knitting for the next 1 or 2 projects, I think. Something else I wanted to talk about, which I'm surprised that I didn't. These weren't my first colorwork socks. These were the second ones. The first ones I did in 2 videos of mine are the Walk in the Park socks by Cool Stitches. and they are quite similar. But what can I say? I love myself a checkered sock. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, maybe leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and I really hope to see you in the next one.